Leopold, stop being bad. We have the usual bad pet is being good for once. That doesn't mean you have to fill in,
Yeah, right? Yeah, come on, Leo. You're better than this.
right?
All right.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Ready to go?
Yeah, let's rock.
Ready for the return of the Premier League?
Absolutely right.
We wanted it back, and it's back.
Back.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a little of a letdown in the end, the second half, but, overall, I'm very stoked it's back.
Nice. I'm trying to decide if I can hear you in the monitor.
Can you hear me?
I'm definitely.
Is my mic cord on?
No, you're getting a signal. You're good. I'm just being paranoid.
Okay, you can hear me good?
Yeah,
Second?
you're good. I think.
Alright. Cool. There we go. That's a better position.
We had varying levels of satisfaction, as I'm sure fans all around the world did.
That's the beauty of it.
But it's back. We're back in it. It feels super good.
It does. It feels great.
There's tons of nonsense right away, right out the gate.
Yeah.
All aspects of the game. We had shitty reffing. We had transfer drama.
Yeah.
We had injury drama. We had some unjust results.
Yep. Classic.
In the eye of the beholders.
Right.
But yeah. Overall,
I'm excited for it to be back. I'm already furious that our next game is Monday.
Yeah.
Just like
you have to wait. No weekend game for you next
no,
week.
yeah. Saturday to a Monday. Saturday first kickoff too, to a Monday 3 p.m. kickoff.
That's a long wait, dude.
Oh.
Later in the
Right
season,
at the start of the season?
Later in the season, you're going to be begging for that kind of game.
I know that would be amazing, but right now I just want all the football.
Right.
And it looks like we could have used it too. Could have used the practice.
Were you not content with Arsenal?
No, I thought we looked good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think we slipped a little bit in the second half. But
yeah. Well,
that happens.
Let's hit the theme, and then we'll
get into this. We'll get into the.
We'll dive in, and we got plenty of time to get to those games. I think this is the button. Ooh, that's the button for the full-length theme song. Just turn that volume down a little bit. Blare in people's
Soccer situation.
Yes, folks, I produced this live as well as host. I'm a Renaissance man. What can I say?
Lots of skills.
Yeah, skills
Particularly
maybe a little
skills.
strong. There's a reason also we haven't released an episode in about a month at this point.
We're gaining skills
as
we
I've
do
taught
this.
myself video production skills.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, it's been a little rough. I've been frustrated trying to get video going, obviously.
Yeah.
Probably should have just been releasing audio pods the whole time while I figured it out.
Yeah, we could have.
And we could have released rough video to Patreon or something, I realized.
Yeah.
But I
That's
had a eureka moment today. So we should be good moving
Lessons
forward,
learned.
I think. Yeah. And not to plug the Patreon too much. That only has 2 episodes on it so far. But we do have a backlog of all of these episodes that we haven't been
There's
releasing.
going to be a ton of episodes
I've got
coming out.
about 4 episodes plus at least another Patreon already in the can. Yeah, we're going to put all those up. We'll probably put them up for free on the YouTube as well.
Yeah, might as
I
well.
want them out there just to pull clips from. The news will be outdated, but there's some funny stuff.
Yeah, I still think there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
It'll still be entertaining. If we have a weekend or something where we're out of content
Right.
for football and you're desperate for something,
Right.
it'll be entertaining enough to watch.
Yeah. Well, it's back, Alex. Do you have a favorite moment of the opening weekend or the opening week?
Ooh, favorite moment.
I kind of put you on the spot here.
Yeah, I should have thought that through.
Here,
huh?
I'll go first. You can think about it while I.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Mine's kind of basic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's honest, and this is a pod about honesty. It's not about honesty. It's about cool outfits. But this pod is based on honesty. Anyway, my favorite moment is Liverpool's first goal of the season.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be? You've
Yep.
waited all summer. You've waited for that moment. Liverpool came out of the gates hard at Stamford Bridge.
Yep.
Looked super crisp. And then lovely kind of extended pass from a new boy,
Yeah.
McAllister, out to Salah. Salah with just absolute world-class ball through to Diaz to slot home. And we looked on fire right away. And it was everything I'd been waiting for.
Yeah, it's exactly what you would hope when you're looking forward to the season. That's
Exactly.
what you envision happening.
I had no indication of the mediocrity to follow. It was just pure ecstasy.
Yeah.
And I got that lovely little bonus from the fact that Diaz is kind of the X factor player in my fantasy team.
Yeah.
He's the one guy that nobody else has.
That's big.
So
separates you from the pack.
For him to slide home that goal was got that little extra.
Yeah. Adds to it now.
Yeah.
In the fantasy.
Yeah. Alex and I are in a fantasy league with some people we don't know and some people I know just a little bit. What's up, Nick?
It's cool though.
I'm not gonna say
I'm excited about it.
I'm not gonna say I'm not top of the league after week 1.
I had a rough showing, I think.
Maybe
I don't even know where I'm at currently.
I want to say top, dude. I'm gonna start doing paid fantasy advice content pretty soon. We'll see.
We could start a fantasy advice podcast,
right?
Like a side podcast.
Daddy's done 0 research.
Yeah,
top of the league, baby. Anyway, so the goal was my favorite moment, really.
Yeah.
You know, it was everything you want in football. I had a second, I'll give a silly favorite moment too, and that was that fat Arsenal fan that was like,
was making faces at the camera.
He was winking at the camera like he was looking at a buffet. He was like, oh yeah. That dude was awesome. What was really funny was that wasn't even, you would think that would be in the celebration of a goal.
Yeah.
That was randomly during open play. They just cut to that guy, and he was like, fuck yeah, we're back.
Yeah. So good.
Super funny stuff. I posted it in the wrong Instagram story in my personal gram. I meant to, maybe I'll post it later to soccer situations.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't even notice that when I saw it on the story. I didn't even notice that it was on the wrong one.
Yeah. Anyway, in that rant, did you come up with a favorite moment?
Yeah, for me it was hard to choose between obviously one of the Arsenal goals. There was Saka's goal is probably my favorite.
Oh, it was sick.
It was just a classic screamer into the top corner, into the side netting top corner too. Like he nestled it in there.
Yeah, one of those goals where he starts nudging the ball to the left inside. You almost know he's gonna score right away.
Yeah, he sold the outside and then ripped inside on this guy pretty hard, and you knew there was no chance he was getting him.
Right.
Yeah, and then it was a classic finish. Does a beautiful curler with his left foot into the corner. Poor Matt Turner's return, just freshly moved to Forest to play against his old team and gets absolutely roasted by Saka. He's probably seen that in training for the last year and a half.
Right, and then roasted about the goal at halftime, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Tough break.
It was hard between that, though, and Martinelli's little flick. Pass to Nketiah for the first goal. Which I
immediately attributed to Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, it was very Bobby-esque.
As I want to do. Yeah, no, Firmino had a really similar one to that, feeding Salah for a goal a couple years ago.
Yeah.
The same kind of turn. It was nice. Someone on the Ramble, who tends to be a contrarian often, was claiming Martinelli didn't mean that.
Oh, it was like he was trying to get through himself and he didn't mean to pass it?
Yeah. What do you think?
I thought that for a moment when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell because he doesn't necessarily keep chasing it, you know? It doesn't seem like he's chasing it when it goes through.
Right.
But, you never know. It was beautiful either way.
Well, you do know sometimes.
He still ripped 2 players with that move.
Yeah, it was sick.
He had another great move that I still haven't seen videos of anywhere.
Really?
On the left wing. It was they didn't show replays in the game. Yeah, he received the ball pretty far up the pitch on the left wing and absolutely roasted the defender and was pretty clear through. But then, I don't know. I didn't see a replay because it continued. The action was chaotic after that, so you just don't see the replay.
Yeah,
But-
for sure. If it doesn't happen right away.
Yeah. So then I haven't seen a replay of it yet.
Huh. I can't think of the move you're thinking of. But I don't know. That's
But-
annoying when that happens, though.
Yeah. But no, overall, it's just, it was good to have the league back.
Yeah.
There was
Arsenal,
moments,
yeah.
frustrating moments, obviously, but
Right, for sure. Yeah. Fitness is maybe still a little bit of an issue.
seemed like it.
that in the Liverpool game for sure. We'll come to that later on. But maybe in the Arsenal game, too.
Yeah, it seemed like fitness was, people still didn't seem quite as sharp. You don't realize in those preseason games,
Lay down, Bailey.
how much rotation there is and how much that helps.
Right.
Because they playing the intensity level clearly goes up.
For sure, dude.
But yeah, the players look pretty whipped. Like on both sides, and like most games, it seemed like
yeah.
around like the 70th, 80th minute, it was just like absolute struggle out there for a lot of those guys.
Yeah. Some pretty high-profile players got subbed off. Salah being one of them, not to keep jumping ahead to the Liverpool game, but
Haaland went off fairly early.
Haaland did go off fairly early. Yep, that's another good example.
There was a lot of rotation.
Right.
It's been I don't know. It's been these players play so much. Good girl.
Good
Stay
girl.
there.
Now just relax a little bit, baby.
The players union needs to do something about the overloading of these players.
Right. But they're never going to because the contracts are just exploding.
Yeah.
Continuing to
There's
rise
only
and
more
rise
money in
and
the game,
rise.
which means they're only going to try and get more money out of it.
Right.
They're just going to keep trying to make more and more games possible.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating.
Which we see with injuries. The injuries already week 1. Like, players are burnt out. De Bruyne, that dude's been playing so much football. He's been hurt on and off for ages now.
Yeah, they were bragging like he's a hockey player or something that he played injured for a couple months last season
Right?
through the home stretch. And going into the game, he told them he was tired,
Right?
and they still played him.
They
And
played him anyway,
he went
and he
off
got
injured,
hurt.
and now they're assessing his injury.
Yeah, he could be out for a long time now.
Surprise.
It's a huge part of their team.
He's not young either. That was stupid.
Yeah. No, it was really stupid.
But
Could waste a huge part of one of his last prime seasons.
Yeah. Remains to be seen. But yeah, De Bruyne took one for the team. Timber for Arsenal.
Yeah, Timber's out for an extended
Who
period.
else did you just mention?
What else did I just mention now? Just before the podcast, there was another major injury.
Well, Tyrone Mings. His
Mings.
knee exploded.
Yeah, blew his knee out.
Captain for Villa. Big
Yeah.
loss for them.
I feel like I saw a lot of people a lot of cramping late, a lot of muscular injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just I don't know if it's
Cat attack.
cat fest going on over there. Twigs, you be good.
Yeah, come on. I was just yelling at Bailey. I can't praise you now for being bad.
Right.
You're showing my bias.
Stop beat. Yeah, right. Stop beating up Leopold.
Right?
Yeah, I just felt like there was people everywhere struggling. Maybe it's the warmer weather over there now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they just don't have enough time off. It's plain and simple. We don't really
Yeah.
need to overthink it. But yeah, week 1, when that many high-profile players go down, that's tough. That's
It's
a
a
bad
bad
look.
look for the league. Yeah,
It really is.
yeah, unfortunate, and it just sucks. It sucks for the league. For entertainment purposes, it sucks.
I suppose it makes fantasy more interesting.
It does. It
Less
forces
predictable.
people to make moves and think a little outside the box, maybe.
Right. Yeah, I'm curious to see how long I stick with fantasy this time. I paid cash, $25 buy-in.
Yeah, that makes it a little better.
Which I think will keep me interested. And it's also the biggest league I've ever been in. It's a 12-man league.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's always been 2 or 3 friends, and our
It just
F1 league
fades.
this year.
Yeah,
I think I watched 2 races. I followed it for 2 races.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep. There's so much going on.
Right.
There's so much content in your
Right.
schedules, and
We do
Obviously, we
also
keep
host
up
a
with-
soccer podcast, so we do keep up.
that's the thing is we keep up on the games. That's not a problem for us. Clearly, we just need to remember to check fantasy.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're just super bad about raising. You hear him screaming in there. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantasy. We'll see. It should be more fun
Right.
this time around. Money on the line always helps.
Yeah, for sure. Anything surprise you this weekend? Oh, let's talk about the infrastructure problems and how we need to start a campaign to move the Premier League out of England.
Oh, how embarrassing England is. The first game of the season, just horrific delays in the ticketing system.
Yeah, exactly. Every Arsenal fan apparently knew that they were having issues and that it was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
But apparently, yeah, there was a new app issued, but all the gates crashed on the day too.
Yeah.
So
which is like,
I guess you can't plan for that, but
yeah.
you should actually.
But you should
have
be
a plan
stress
for that.
testing that.
You should have a manual backup.
Yeah.
I know
absolutely.
you want to go digital, but come on,
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard.
right?
But
yeah. So there was that, and then the next kickoff. Was it the very next kickoff?
I think the next kickoff was delayed as well.
Because the water to the stadium
Wasn't working?
Are you kidding me, dude?
That's so ridiculous.
Basic infrastructure is failing. It's no different than America.
I'm gonna
We
say
can't
it's the
laugh
same
too
here.
much. But it's like, good Lord, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty bad look to start the season off.
The ticketing issues, in all seriousness, it's annoying because that's been a huge issue. Gates and entryways have been an issue for a long time in stadiums.
Yeah.
Sometimes leading to deaths, other
Yeah.
times to a lot of inconvenience and violence involving the police, like the last couple Champions Leagues have had issues.
Yeah.
It's
like, how do you not figure this out this day and age? It should be easy.
Yeah.
Or just have the backup of being able to go back to a manual system if you need to.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
It's
was pretty
something that
embarrassing.
has been figured out, obviously, because there's
Yeah.
massive events all over the world all the time
Yeah.
that don't have these issues. I don't know why football governing bodies are just so corrupt that I feel like the people organizing these events and everything else are just incompetent.
Just can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I knew they kept saying that there was going to be more delays because I think a bunch of teams implemented that same system
Fun.
throughout the league. So there'll probably be delays throughout the season.
That's fun.
Yeah, 30-minute delays to kick off.
The
The only thing nice is that we rolled right into the second match
yeah, that's
pretty
true.
quickly.
That's true.
Like
That was
one of
super
the next kickoffs, it went right into it, right? Which never happened. I always hate the 30-minute delay
Right.
between. I'm like, come on, man. The only thing, unless I'm making breakfast, then it's nice.
Yeah, you can make a little breakfast
Make a
taco
little
dash.
breakfast, make some coffee.
Yeah.
I started to say coffee, and I was like, coffee.
Coffee. I could use some coffee right now.
I know, right?
Did have a Red Bull before this, but I'm
Still a little
I'm
sleepy.
back to being a full-blown caffeine junkie.
Me too. I've gone hard on the caffeine. I'm still tired all the
Coffee
time.
game pulled me back in.
Yeah, it'll do that to you.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Littlefoot Coffee. It's only a good thing to get pulled back into coffee.
It's true. We do love coffee. It's delicious. And now we have cold brew available at the shop, so there's cold brew flowing.
Not available in my
All
kitchen right now,
the time.
Alex.
There is, but I wouldn't trust it because I left it sitting out, so that bucket's going to be thrown out, unfortunately. That's my bad.
I'll have to edit
That's why I was tested for
I'll edit out.
ADHD.
Don't worry, Alex and Rosie. I'll edit out the part where Alex is talking about how he leaves his coffee out overnight.
ADHD. No, it's not. It's not. It's for consumption. It was our personal stash, and I wasted it. I'm mad.
Oh, okay.
It's more about the wastefulness. It's an embarrassment.
Okay.
It's not about the product. The product at the warehouse is fantastic. Don't worry. Drink it every morning.
Boy.
Every morning, I said.
What other games caught your eye? Fulham Everton was super funny.
I didn't watch that one.
Everton had
Tell me
reason to
about
be
it.
optimistic, but I hope they're not because Neil Maupay missed 100 chances, and apparently
I
they
hate
were
that
throwing
guy.
abuse at him online, and the club's upset
I don't
with the
like that.
fans
It's mean,
already,
but-
and that's what I want. Just start generating the negative
Yeah.
energy right away. Forget the
Yeah.
fact that you probably should have won that game like 5-1.
They did have a lot. I did see highlights, and they did have a ton of chances.
Super unlucky, dude. Comically unlucky. So we just got to hope that unlucky sticks.
Right.
Yeah, and hope they don't find another number 9 before the window closes because Neil Maupay up front is like chef's kiss
Right.
for a Liverpool fan to watch.
Yeah.
Dude is not clinical.
No,
Alex
which is
Iwobi is
great.
up for a new contract and has looked pretty good at Everton. Would you welcome him back into the fold at Arsenal?
I don't think they would. I don't think anyone would ever bring him back, but
Yeah.
I do think he's a good player. I
You-
think he should get a move to a cooler club.
He's definitely the best player at Everton, I feel like.
Yeah, he seems like he's like blossoming. Is he still playing that deeper role a
Think
little
so,
bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to have found a good spot there for him.
Yeah.
Playing like up front, like as an attacking winger or whatever. He didn't seem to
Yeah.
have the end product for that.
Right. But yeah, that was a pretty funny game. Brentford, Tottenham, 1-1 draw.
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw is what
I was
meant
actually
to say.
worried briefly that Tottenham were looking pretty decent. They do look good going forward.
They do
again.
look decent, yeah.
I was worried. Yeah, I mean, Brentford's always a good team. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, they look scary going forward at times.
Tottenham?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had moments.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. I mean, we've seen them with Kane out injured, and we've seen Son thrive with Kane out.
Yeah, he does thrive as the star man.
So if Son and Richarlison can strike up some kind of chemistry,
Yeah.
and Kulusevski has always looked dangerous since
He's a good
since
player.
he showed up too.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they just move from strength to strength? I really am annoyed. I like their new manager, whose name I can't really pronounce. It's like Ang Postecoglou.
Yeah, something like that.
But anyway, I like him. I like Sergio Romero had a little head collision. Did you see this?
Yeah. And then scored a goal with his head.
Yeah. Tried to stay on, though, after doctors examined him for possible concussion.
Right.
Nah, and the manager took him off. He's like, no, sorry, I got to listen to the doctors. You're coming off.
Yeah, I respect it.
Wanted to stay on. He gave a little statement about it. He's like, the game has come far enough. We have to listen to the doctors. Like, let's not be primitives, basically, is what he said.
Yeah, which is amazing to hear. Managers need to say that more.
Yeah.
Like, it's so dangerous that what they push these guys to the very edge
Right.
physically. Like, it's dangerous for
Yeah.
them.
So
It has long-term
Tottenham-
damages for these players.
Yeah, Tottenham might have a cool dude at the helm. We'll see.
Also, I don't love those kits completely.
The gray ones?
The ones they were wearing.
Yeah.
But they
dark
look
ones.
good as a uniform, I have to say. It looked classy.
They
like,
remind
on the
me
pitch.
of the Liverpool ones, the Daniel Agger I have, the dark
Yeah.
gray with the silver stripes, similar to that.
Yeah, it was a pretty classy kit. I got to give them
Yeah.
that.
I was going to say for the kit check section of the pod, yeah, did any kits surprise you that you weren't really aware of? Or seeing it live, they look different.
I mean, the Tottenham one's definitely one
Yeah.
for me. I don't remember
Look
even
at this
looking
Arsenal
at that.
fan picking Tottenham kits out.
I thought it was a nice kit.
You know what one caught my eye?
What's that?
Matt Turner's Forest Keeper kit, the yellow with the red trim.
Yeah, that was very Liverpool-esque. That's why he liked it.
Yeah, no sponsor, dude. It was very
Yeah.
70s, too.
It was cool. It was
Yeah.
very 70s.
Yeah.
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 I like their kits in general.
Yeah.
That blue kit. I don't love the wavy, like, water-looking thing
no,
on the
I
front.
wasn't a fan of that.
But it looks okay as a uniform.
Right. Let me just get a little peek at these audio.
I
levels.
like Luton's
Um,
kit. I like it because it's kind of like a different take on a kit you see a lot of.
I was gonna say I feel like it looked very much still like a championship kit.
Yeah, but I love that. Like
Yeah.
the single stripe down, like the kind of offset single stripe.
Yeah.
I like that look because you don't see it very often in the league.
Right, that's true.
You see the stripes all the time, but
Yeah.
the single offset,
Southampton did an offset once, but
it's true.
Yeah.
But I think it's just maybe
It's
I like
different.
Luton's colors too. I like an orange, like a dark orange color.
at least it's not claret and blue.
Thank God. Yeah, we have too much of that.
We were
in the league.
complaining. What
So
three
bad.
teams, claret and blue, in the league now?
Yeah.
We got Villa, Burnley, and
Who we missing? West Ham.
West Ham. Duh.
Yeah, no, I'm so sick of it. They all look exactly the same.
Yeah, it's true.
I can't think of any other kits I really loved.
Nah, that's cool. We don't need to make a whole thing.
But I
out
did
of it.
enjoy that Brighton. Brighton looked pretty good.
Brighton always looks good. God damn it.
Poor Luton. They had their moment though. They had a goal. They got to celebrate their first ever goal in the league.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That was cool to watch.
Yeah,
obviously
yeah. They
the
also
place
had
going
a
nuts.
pretty cool milestone. I don't know his name, but they had the first player ever to play with one club from the very bottom of non-league football to the
Really?
top. Yeah. They
No
played
way.
played in every
How did I miss that?
first player ever to play in every tier of English football with the same club.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's honestly wow. That guy should be. I mean, put him in put his name in the football museum immediately. That's
Yeah.
insane.
I
dude.
say that as I don't know his name. I'm gonna edit it in like I know his name
Yeah.
later.
The robot voice.
I'll have to come back and set the lighting exactly like this
by
So I-
yourself in
yeah.
here, just drop it. And I'm like, when did we?
I'll
I'm watching the
I'll
podcast.
act like you're over here, Alex. That dude's name was this. You forgot?
And I'm watching the podcast. I'm like, where did this whole section come from? I don't remember talking about any of this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But no, cool milestone for sure.
Yeah.
Luton Town, welcome to the Prem. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, welcome to the Prem. They got a rough one against Brighton,
Yeah.
You always fear getting, like, the big guys in the first day. But, that's kind of a day out for them. Brighton's kind of the worst next best thing or next thing that could happen to you.
For sure.
Because they're not going to draw, like, it's not the super excitement of playing, like, a United, a Chelsea, a Liverpool,
Right.
or an Arsenal.
Yeah, it's not in a way to do a huge stadium.
But Brighton will whoop your ass, and they did. They did whoop their ass.
Exactly, dude. It's good to see. To go back to Fantasy Corner, dude, my fantasy team relies on 2 Brighton forwards.
Yeah,
and
which helps.
With them losing both Caicedo and McAllister, I
Yeah.
wonder if their attack might not have lost some of its potency. Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like they did at all.
On the other
Classic
hand,
Brighton.
Yeah, my other Brighton forward is João Pedro.
Yeah.
And I think that's super funny. I told you this already, but I drafted him in fantasy not based on anything I know about him as a player at all, but strictly out of faith in Brighton's system.
Yeah.
Just they operate so well. I'm like, oh, they signed a Brazilian teenager for like a budget price that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, he's probably going to be awesome.
He's probably going to be good. He got me points. He took a pen.
Yeah, he got a penalty goal. That's
on the board, dude. Yeah.
I was mad that I had Ferguson on the bench anyway, but he looked good too.
Yeah.
I said it before. Again, Tottenham, I don't know why I'm loving you guys so much right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
It's a new era.
But I said that Ferguson should be the replacement for Harry Kane.
Very slowly, City is erasing all of our other enemies.
Yeah, we just hate them so much that the other enemies are dropping down.
It's like Lord of the Rings, dude. Yeah. Sauron, like
eventually we're all
growing.
gonna have to come together and
Elves
fight this
and
thing.
dwarves hated each other. They had to come together, dude.
It's true. It's true, dude.
I'm not coming together with United.
No,
Let's talk a little shit about United.
Yeah, right.
So, still plenty of reasons to dislike them. We just watched them eke out a 1-0 win that they didn't deserve against Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves. I mean, we didn't watch the whole game, to be fair.
That's
but
true. But
I almost said West Ham. Wolves were bossing them for the last
absolutely
15
bossing
minutes.
them. So many chances. United had their backs against the wall.
Onana made a couple saves.
Wolves probably should have had a penalty.
Definitely should have
had a penalty. Onana
He
completely
absolutely
clattered
him.
defender, got nowhere near the ball.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
But United escape at Old Trafford sometimes. We didn't see the whole game, it's true, but from what I hear in commentary and post-match stuff, it sounds like the whole game kind of followed the pattern that we saw.
Yeah.
Not United completely with their backs against the wall, but Wolves looked pretty good, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Gary O'Neill at the helm.
That makes me happy because I like Wolves.
Yeah.
And they have a good team, and it was like, yeah, kind of unexpected. I didn't follow the whole drama of the manager situation there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting the manager to leave that quickly, like right before the season starts.
No, definitely not.
And that's pretty impressive to come out and look like that, even in a loss.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that says a lot for their season to come.
Yeah, but back to United. To drag Paco into the pod, I think I told you he is off the United wagon.
Yep.
And Mason Greenwood was the final straw.
Yeah.
So if
I respect him.
Yeah, it's a respectable move, absolutely. What's not respectable is United's stance. If you don't know, so Mason Greenwood was charged with domestic abuse, sexual assault too.
I think so.
Anyway, long story short, he was allegedly abusing his girlfriend. Evidence was leaked. Audio came out, completely damning, horrific audio of him confirming.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he broke bail and made contact with her during the trial, which he wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah, not legal to do.
And sure enough, soon after that, she dropped the charges.
What a surprise.
And so he has been out free for, I think, almost 2 years. No, I mean, it's been 2 years since he played football.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long it's been since she dropped charges, but he's just been kind of waiting in the wings at United, and they've been trying to decide what to do with him.
How to get him back in.
And they've been delaying the decision. It really looks like they're trying to find a way to squeeze him back into the team. Young kid, talented striker, a big financial investment in him.
Yep.
But I feel like there's no way they can reintegrate him into the team. they're making all these statements like they're going to consult the women's team and female fan clubs.
That's
You know what they're going to say? Why even consult them? What do you think
they're
gonna
all
say?
going to tell you no.
Right.
Don't do it.
Yeah, people are pretty upset about it already.
Yeah.
I mean, Paco, a lifetime United fan, this is it, dude. He's done.
He can go play in like Russia or something.
He's fed up. Yeah, it's a really bad look, dude.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's a bad look, and your club has so much money. You're trying to be
You don't need that player.
one of the most prestigious clubs in the world. You don't need this guy, dude.
You don't need that player
You
at
don't,
all.
and it doesn't matter what the law says. Everybody knows, dude.
Yeah, when it's a pretty clear consensus from the public that like the evidence was strong enough, whether or not the case went through or not, like you have to use that and go with that.
Well, yeah, the circumstances of her dropping the charges are like dyed in the wool, like cookie cutter domestic abuse stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the abuser got in touch.
Yeah.
Her
I'm so sorry. Here's some money.
Her family was also pressuring her to drop the charges because
they probably had a fat check waiting in the wings.
He's got some money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a pretty downer story. I guess we don't need to talk about it too much.
It's pretty important though. It's a pretty big deal. We'll see if they follow through with it, but
right.
It's trending that way.
Yeah. Hey Twigs.
Mr. Maniac's in the room.
What's up, buddy? You gonna do some screaming?
Give us a yell on mic. Newcastle thrashed Villa. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. Yeah, Newcastle look terrifying, don't they?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. They haven't spent a ton of money, and they seemingly are spending money very wisely, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that they're
they
getting
look
it
so
right.
smart. First of all, they signed Eddie Howe. Too smart of a move. Don't like it.
Yeah, Eddie Howe's got them playing genius stuff.
Yeah, why can't they sign an idiot celebrity manager like PSG and just cycle through those ones?
Yeah, get the old like celebrity big name footballers who don't really manage at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And just put them in charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no. They look really good. I think Isak is I backed him in my fantasy team because I think that kid's super good.
In mine as well.
I think he's going to rip.
We're not the only ones onto that secret because he's in just about everybody's fantasy team, I think.
Have to switch that up. Too obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you got to have that X factor in there.
Honestly, I don't know how many people pick Callum Wilson, but Callum Wilson's a good shout.
That's true, too. But, yeah. Is he getting the minutes?
I think so.
That could be a good
He's
shout.
definitely getting the goals.
That could be a good shout. I haven't seen him in a lot of teams.
He's been banging goals. But, yeah, Newcastle looks amazing. Tonali got his first goal.
Yeah, Tonali looked incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit the ground running. Eddie Howe is good at his job.
Yeah, I mean, that was a Villa team that we've been talking up a lot, talking about Emery.
And I still think they'll be fine.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying like.
They also lost their sort of, I don't think a lot of Tyrone Mings on the average day.
Yeah.
But he's kind of a talisman and definitely a leader in defense for them.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
And his knee
it looks
blew up.
like, it's going to be
done
bad.
for the season, I think.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, Villa will have a little bit of work to do,
Mm-hmm.
turning things around. But they still look decent. Diaby got his first goal, which is a good thing for them.
Yeah, for sure. Good goal, too.
They did have their moments, too. Like, Villa didn't really look that bad.
No.
Newcastle are just lethal. Yeah. But, yeah, fun game. It was a fun game to watch. Still as entertaining as we predicted, just not what we thought it would be.
Yeah. It's interesting having the league back. Week 1 being done is funny, right? It seems a little surreal that it's back.
Yeah, it still almost doesn't feel like was that a preseason?
We've seen so many preseason games, and like we said, fitness seemed down a little bit, so they kind of felt preseason-y a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of slow moving in the last 20 minutes of the game in a lot of matches.
Yeah, I don't think I talked explicitly about the Liverpool-Chelsea game yet.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about it.
But both of those clubs are in such a state of transition, and it really kind of felt like that.
It did. Both teams had moments of being on top and looking really great.
Yeah.
And then moments of looking terrified and shaky.
Yeah. Chelsea look a lot further along than I think people thought, though.
Yeah, they scared me.
Mm-hmm.
They scare me. Pochettino is a good manager. We'll see if he can put it all together and finally win a title. But
You know, we were kind of relieved that Nkunku was out, but Nicholas Jackson looks pretty dangerous.
Nicholas
He is
Jackson has
quick.
hit the ground running.
Super fast.
Speaking of quick,
Yeah.
he's flying over there, dude.
Yeah.
He looked great in preseason, and he looks like he's just going to continue that form.
Yeah. Yeah, good for Chelsea.
Interesting seeing
Motherfuckers.
Mudryk. Mudryk didn't come on until late.
Yeah, he looked pretty salty about it too, and then came on.
I saw some funny shots of him sitting on the bench and not looking happy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll get his time.
He'll
I mean,
definitely
he's a
get
good
his
player.
time. Yeah.
But
although
yeah,
I
he
don't
was
know,
not
they don't
happy
have
about
Europe
it.
this year. Maybe he won't.
That's true. I mean,
You
you
know?
have to work for it, which isn't a bad thing.
But yeah, they look good, and I suppose now is as good a time as ever to segue into the fact that they're strengthening this week. Yeah. Oh boy, they really did one over on us this time.
They really, I mean, they're doing to you what they did to us.
Yeah, this is about as fucked as I've seen Liverpool get in the transfer window.
Yeah, they did the same shit to us in January.
Desperate for number 6. We wanted the cheaper one. They were going to buy the more expensive one. Then we thought, oh, maybe we'll just get the expensive one. And then Chelsea decided we'll just buy both of them, and you can't have either one.
Yep.
And they did that.
We'll pay more than we were going to pay for both of them.
Yes.
We were offering less for both players, and now we're going to overpay for both of them just so Liverpool can't have either of them.
Including the British transfer record. Yeah,
Crazy
weird stuff. I'm not surprised they found the cash for Caicedo. Apparently that's been in place a really long time. He preferred them, yada, yada. I never felt like we were going to get that done.
And they were haggling, and then they had to jump once Liverpool was like, okay, we'll stump up the cash.
Right, exactly.
Then Chelsea was like, okay, we can't fuck around anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
They have the money, obviously.
Yeah, but the Lafia thing just seems salty, and
yeah, that's a weird one.
I don't understand why he wants to go there.
How much you want to bet they've sent him on loan or something? Or
I wouldn't be surprised.
Loan him back to Southampton, maybe.
Wouldn't be surprised with that either.
Classic Chelsea
that
move.
actually wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing for him.
No, I mean, no. Getting him game time if they don't need him in the midfield.
Yeah.
Getting him game time would be crucial for them.
Right.
And it is like classic Chelsea move, buying up all the players and then sending half of them on loan and either retaining their value or, gaining value or gaining a player.
Right.
But it's annoying, though.
Super annoying, dude.
They've spent I think $1 billion now. I think they've gone over $1 billion.
Yeah, I think Bowley's reign, the spending has equaled City under Pep Guardiola.
Which is crazy because it hasn't been that long.
No, it's been a year. He's been going fucking
And I know
nuts,
City
dude.
do spend mostly kind of smart, really. Yeah. They've bought some big names, but they do spend because people want to go there and play for Pep, they get away with spending less money.
Right.
But still, that's insane stats.
Yeah, it's pretty wild stuff, dude. But yeah, anyway, it leaves Liverpool pretty fucked. I genuinely don't know what we're going to do.
I saw a funny rumor today, or someone from, I don't know who posted it even, but someone was like, Liverpool should just sign Mohamed El-Neni.
That's not funny.
I'm like, they should, dude. Mo would love it.
No, they shouldn't.
That's Salah's boy, dude.
Nah.
He's a good locker room guy.
Are you sure about that?
He's a locker room guy.
I got no interest in El. I've always been El Mehi to me.
He's actually looked brilliant at times.
Brilliant.
Yeah, he's looked really. And he's had games where he's looked unbelievable, but he's never been consistently able to do that.
You use the word brilliant for El Neni?
Well, I'll pull up some highlights and make you watch him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know the player that well, to be totally honest. Maybe he could fill a role. Yeah. I'm still hoping maybe Marco Verratti. He was missing from a PSG squad recently. I don't know what's going on with that situation. That'd be a good stopgap. Aside from that, I have no idea, dude. Unless Bacetic is ready to step up.
Gonna find out, I guess.
McAllister had pretty good numbers actually in that position, but I want to see him further up the pitch.
Yeah, it's not where you want his permanent role to be.
Right. Yeah, who knows? The days of me having the faith that we just pull a young diamond in the rough talent out of nowhere are long gone, dude. Michael Edwards is gone.
Yeah, those days are numbered.
Showing, dude.
That sucks.
Who is the sporting director? This Jorge Schmatke, this German buddy.
He's doing a terrible job.
He can't get it done, dude. He's only here for the summer, and he's not getting anything done.
Yeah, that sucks.
Even the McAllister deal, I think, was done before he arrived.
So he hasn't done anything, basically.
I think maybe he got Soboslai over the line.
Okay. But yeah. That's not great. Yeah, he's struggling now in a position where you guys really need something to happen.
God, I miss Michael Edwards, dude. Instant
Yeah.
transfers, no drama.
Yeah, you guys always
Everything
had
behind
the
the
best
scenes.
windows.
We had the best transfer strategies ever. It was
Yeah.
so killer, dude.
Yeah, that sucks.
We
That's a
need to-
huge loss for a club.
We got to find a new A-list director ASAP. That's the priority.
It's important.
Yeah. It'd be a shame if Klopp's time at the club petered out in the last couple of years because we couldn't put together a decent team for him.
Yeah, because you're just buying the wrong players or not being able to get the players in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be frustrating. Get to talk about. Is there any other transfer drama we're missing that we haven't talked about already in other podcasts? I think we have.
Yeah, I
We've
mean, I know
covered a lot of
Chelsea are
stuff.
also looking for a striker still.
Yeah.
Arsenal still in the market for anything?
Well, there's they've been wanting a player to like compete with Saka for a while on the right. So that's always an option out there. Timber's injury, depending on how long he's out for, could force us into the market for another defender.
Right.
Possibly Tierney. I heard whispers that Newcastle might be coming back in for Tierney.
Okay.
So, yeah, there still could be some movement from Arsenal.
Sounds like Ten Hag's kind of trying to push Maguire out the door of United.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. He said, I mean, it could be taken either way. His comments were essentially, if he wants to stay, he needs to fight for a place, but
yeah,
he's not in the team.
I mean, he's not going to be in the team.
It would take a couple of injuries.
Yeah, injuries. He could be a last ditch effort.
Yep.
What else do we need to talk about? Anything else?
I don't know. I think that was the football this week, pretty much. We didn't watch a lot of football abroad this week.
No.
I saw the Barcelona Getafe game. That was boring.
Yeah. Nothing great in that one. Oh, we watched a bit of Harry Kane's debut in the German Cup.
Yeah.
Like their Community Shield, essentially, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They got stomped 3-0.
Yeah.
By Leipzig.
Yeah. Interestingly, Tuchel after that match seemed really concerned about the state of his team. Actually,
really?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't look good.
We joked about what if Kane goes and Bayern don't win anything this year?
Yeah.
What if they are actually having a down year and they get stomped and Kane doesn't win anything?
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
The thought of he's like guaranteed a trophy at least, and they don't get anything done this year.
He sacrificed his great goals record for that.
Yeah, for no trophies at Bayern.
Could be wild.
Hilarious. But yeah, I mean, Leipzig looked good though.
Yeah, they did.
They lost some big players and still look pretty good.
Yeah, the Red Bull pipeline is just insane, dude. We talked about it, but
just keeps coming.
Endless pipeline of talent, dude. It's wild.
It's one of those teams that just blows you away how they can just sell and turn around, and it doesn't seem like anything different.
No, they seem completely immune to it.
You're just looking at another player in their team that you've never seen that you're like, God, maybe we should sign this guy.
Right?
This guy looks awesome.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
they
amazing.
got Brighton vibes like that, I guess. But Brighton kind of, it's different.
Brighton play hardball over transfers, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't like selling their players. They make it very difficult for you.
Right
Are we going to preview next week?
So Liverpool got Bournemouth. What's the big
let's
fixture
just take
next week,
let's take a peek at a couple of the big ones because there are some big ones.
Okay.
The first one being Saturday, Tottenham United.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Do you have a prediction?
United didn't look great. Tottenham looks great going forward. Could be another either like those. I think either it goes two ways. You either get a 0-0 terrible looking game, or it's gonna be like 2-2, 3-3, 3-2.
Right.
Like one of those high scoring like end to end.
Yeah.
Because like United, United can score. In Tottenham, they looked good going forward, but both teams aren't looking to finish product. So we'll see. Could be a high scoring affair.
Yeah, I think it's true. You kind of wavered all over the place, but it's true. That's an unpredictable one.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure. I covered all bases.
My instincts say Tottenham, actually.
I think based on the first week one and what we watched,
yeah,
Tottenham looked better.
They look confident.
Yeah.
They look like they have a plan.
Looks
Yeah.
like, I mean, to be fair to them, they look like they've handled the Kane thing mentally well.
As the manager said, he's been assuming Kane was going to be gone since he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the mentality you have to go in with.
Yeah.
Is like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume he's gone. If we keep him, great. If not,
Right.
oh well. But yeah, they look ready. They look good to go.
For sure. But yeah, what a doubleheader. Following Tottenham Man United, we have Manchester City hosting Newcastle.
Yeah, back-to-back bangers
Ooh,
on Saturday.
Damn, dude.
I
That's
know.
like the Robert Rodriguez Tarantino doubleheaders that they did. That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one.
Dude, this is
Because Newcastle look amazing.
Yeah, talk about unpredictable. This is going to be a bounty of football.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. This is going to be a high... Yeah, Saturday. Damn, Saturday is jam-packed. Fulham Brentford, too. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
Brighton Wolves. Liverpool Bournemouth.
That is an insane day, I have to say. Liverpool Bournemouth, probably the least interesting game on the calendar.
On the Saturday, yeah, right? There's a lot of good games.
Why
there.
is Luton Burnley postponed? Do you know?
I don't know. That is a cool
BBC is showing it
question.
postponed. I don't know why. We'll have to just pretend we know about that.
Yeah, we know all the news about that. Yeah, I don't know why it's postponed. That's interesting.
Maybe there's no water in the stadium. Maybe there's no power this time. Maybe a road collapsed.
right?
Maybe a bridge collapsed. Maybe a stadium fell into a hole.
Oh. I think their stadium's not going to be ready in time because they had to do a ton of upgrades to their stadium.
Yeah. That happened to Bournemouth when they came up, too, actually. I don't think they had to postpone any games, but they had to do a ton of infrastructure work.
I'm surprised they're not making them play the games at a neutral site.
Yeah, that's true.
But just because, like, I feel
Burnley
like
might have agreed to it.
Yeah, they must have agreed to it because I feel like that's not fair to Burnley to give them fixture congestion somewhere else.
Right.
Due just to the fact because another team was struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, that's a huge Saturday, one of the biggest I've seen in a while. And then Sunday has a couple of interesting ones, if not like massive. Villa hosting Everton, and West Ham hosting Chelsea. So we got a London derby.
London derby's always good.
And then we got Unai and new look Everton.
Yeah, we'll see. Everton. I mean, you said Everton got unlucky. Like they looked better though.
They did look a lot better.
They looked horrible last season. So
and Villa are coming off a smashing. We'll see.
Unai's gonna see if we can kick him up the ass a bit.
Yeah, he's got some work to do with their defense.
Yeah,
that's for sure. He's got to sort it out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But Everton literally don't know how to score goals. So
yeah, they need a striker bad.
Super
hey, Everton,
bad, dude.
Flo Balogun's available, $50 million. Someone's got to buy him.
Yeah.
We need some money coming in so we can sign some more players. Like,
right.
Give me a little flourish at the end of the window. I wasn't expecting a keeper signing, all right?
Yeah,
I like David Raya, but that one's not as exciting as I was hoping it would be.
No, definitely not.
He's a good keeper, but
it's kind
keeper
of
signing?
It's a confusing one. Arsenal love making confusing keeper signings.
Yeah, we love a random keeper.
You had Martinez, and then you signed Bernd Leno, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, that was kind of
what was
unpredictable. So no, we had Leno already.
Oh,
Leno got hurt, and Martinez, who played well when he was available occasionally, but never looked that great, suddenly took over the number one spot for half of a season and dominated.
Right.
I think we won the FA Cup that year with him.
Okay.
So I think it was a big deal, but it was they weren't willing to take the risk on that being not being a fluke.
Yeah.
And stuck with Leno at the time. Shortly after, then replaced him with Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah, and then
a lot of keepers. Now we're signing David Raya.
I feel like there's another instance I can't think of Arsenal signing a keeper unnecessarily when they had a decent one, signing a worse keeper when they had a good one. But whatever.
It's funny. It's a funny one though.
Yeah,
just a random funny transfer.
Yeah. Anyway, let's call this. I'm hot.
Wrap it. It is getting toasty in here.
Yeah, I wore a sweatshirt because it was actually chilly in here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It was raining, and we had the windows open, and it was
beautiful once they open the windows back up.
It was a nice, cool fall day, and I was like, I get to put my Saturday's football sweatshirt on.
Oh, we're not there yet, Todd. Almost.
I'm trying to con them into sponsoring the pod. Yeah, we're not there yet. Let's call this.
It's almost fall.
I'm gonna hit the theme, although it seems like the theme is not going to the recording, so there's just gonna
Well,
be some post-production magic. But for now, I'm gonna
The
do it
theme is
just for
being
my own
played.
sake. Ready? And here it is.
jams.
You can't hear it, but wait.
Don't pretend it's playing no matter what. I can't tell anyway. You're gonna edit it in.
Do. Soccer situations.
That should be the
Um,
new. You should make a beat over that and make that the new theme.
Yeah, maybe I will.
That was actually awesome.
Oh. Yeah. Thanks for listening, folks. We will have bonus content up on the Patreon at soccersituations.com or patreon.com/soccersituations. I do that every week. Might be a pot. Anyway. Yeah. Thanks for supporting the pod. We're out there.
Thanks, y'all.
And we'll see you next week. And we'll see you sooner on Patreon.
Situation.
Check it out.
All right. Bye.